concerned about the effect this subject will have upon my daughter.
Instead, let's arrange for her to marry you in a few years.
Jeremy doesn't understand history. This is exactly the type of nonsense they did. Are you sending a highly unrealistic movie for having tidbits of realism? Come on, man.
So Dustin Hoffman was apparently unavailable to play the old man with a long dark wig and a red coat and a white scarf.
Everything wrong with Curse of the Black Pearl, ladies and gentlemen. Dustin Hoffman played a character with a cool outfit one time.
We find out later that the medallion calls to the dead pirates on the Black Pearl, so why are they just sailing in the fog like a myth right now?
We don't know exactly how the calling of the coin works, so you're operating under the assumption that the coin is always calling and the crew of the Black Pearl are always able to receive that call. Since we don't know exactly how it works, it seems very likely that there's an element of human error that's causing the pirates to not realize the coin is missing just yet.
Nobody on board except Elizabeth sees this ship that is literally like 100 yards away and clearly visible.
Did the movie say that only Elizabeth saw the ship? No, it didn't. The movie cut before we saw anybody else noticing the ship, so you're making yet another assumption.
This is some truly terrible formation right here. These lines aren't even remotely straight.
What are you talking about? They're not perfect, but they're pretty damn good. This sin is a major exaggeration.
What? Have they never practiced these before? Have they not seen the opening to A Few Good Men?
Jeremy makes a pop culture ref. Also, Jeremy double dips cliche.
Elizabeth is about to faint from the corset, but decides to stand right on the edge of the fort wall.
Because she doesn't know she's about to faint? Were you high when you wrote this script?
Shoot him!
First, the governor wants to shoot Jack on sight without knowing who he is or what he's done. Then, when he finds out Jack is a pirate, he wants to hang him. Why the change?
Hang him!
To delay Jack's death so he can escape later?
Jack ripped off Elizabeth's corset in front of her father. From Governor Swan's perspective, it looked like Jack was about to essay his daughter. That's why he wanted them to shoot Jack. On the other hand, hanging is the typical punishment for pirates.
Now will you shoot him?
Will you make up your f***ing mind? We didn't shoot him before because you said hang him, remember?
Jeremy double dips cliche.
This guy's closing his eyes while firing, this guy's got his head turned completely to the side, and this guy appears to be 3 feet tall.
And your point is? Oh, you don't have one? Okay.
Take cover, man!
What? Take cover from what? The single guy in chains running away from all the soldiers?
Or maybe the redcoats firing their muskets? Jeremy has never heard of crossfire.
Mr. Sparrow has a dawn appointment with the gallows.
But I thought the order was to shoot him now.
Jeremy triple dips cliche.
The gold calls to us.
Except when it's in a drawer, or right next to them in the beginning of the movie.
Jesus, there's so much double dipping in this video that it's making me want some guacamole. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't need a video to make me want guac.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free shavakadu.
Khal Drogo would totally have kicked Legolas's ass had it not been for this fortunate sign falling incident.
Jeremy makes 2 pop culture references that aren't sins of the movie cliche.
Why would the pirates care if she dropped it? Can they not just jump right in after it and grab it? I mean, the ship's still in the harbor, right?
Gold sinks in water, so they'd have to swim to the very bottom of the harbor at night. I mean, it's not like they're gonna stick around until morning, when the British will be fully regrouped and prepared to launch a counterattack. They've gotta dip as soon as possible.
Will and Jack must have the strength of 100 men to pull a f***ing boat down completely underwater along with a pocket of air.
This is a Disney movie with cursed Aztec gold and skeleton people. Why are you pretending that this is a problem?
This guy had no chance and he knew it before he swung. I think he was just tired of working and wanted to take a dip.
Jeremy has never heard of adrenaline.
It's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
Inferior officer rubs it in the face of his superior.
Inferior movie critic points things out on the screen.
So the Black Pearl came to town and destroyed all kinds of but left 2 of the best ships in the fleet completely alone?
Yeah. The goal of their attack wasn't to destroy the fleet, it was to steal the coin. Pay attention.
The pirates kidnap girls so often they have this whole skeletons running the ship routine thing that's all choreographed and everything.
Jeremy has never heard of Disney.
These mostly drunk pirate losers have better alignment and timing than the f***ing British soldiers do.
Even more double dipping. Yo, where's the queso?
Are we really supposed to believe Jack Sparrow saw this cannon being fired 20 feet away and the cannonball coming right at him, but still had time to duck?
Yes.
Despite not knowing how Jack escaped the last time, Barbossa figures putting Jack on the same island will do the trick this time.
Barbossa has a penchant for drama, and putting Jack back on the same island is his idea of a poetic ending.
So when did they fix the door to this prison cell? Because this is the same cell they put Jack in, and then during the attack it was damaged.
After the attack? Wow, that was easy.
People and ghosts are really good at walking underwater in this movie.
Jesus, yet more double dipping. I want some pineapple salsa stat.
Jack shoots Barbossa before the coins and Will's blood go into the treasure chest, meaning Barbossa shouldn't have any flesh that a bullet could do any damage to. If this is supposed to all of a sudden kill Barbossa, shouldn't Jack have a gaping wound from being stabbed with a sword before? Shouldn't all the dead pirates have wounds that magically show up that they didn't notice because they were all dead already?
All the other pirates' wounds had already closed up by the time the gold was dropped, but Barbossa's hadn't yet because he sustained it only seconds before.
Putting the eye back in thing was cute and funny when he was dead, but now that he's alive again, how is he able to put it back in and control it?
Magic.
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see I'm legally blind.